Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energy and predictions for the sign of Aries for the rest of January. Now, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Aries, let's see what we have going on for you here in the middle of January and for the rest of the month. Do hope the new year started off well for you, Aries. But let's go ahead and see what the cards have in store for you. All right, so we're starting off here with the Seven of Pentacles. Definitely like to see that. And this is kind of a new deck for me. I've only used it a few times, but I love the illustrations. So, all right, let's go ahead and get everything set up here and in view. I think that's just about good enough to me. All right. All right, energy on the bottom. We have the Two of Cups. Very nice, Aries. So, Two of Cups is definitely a card you want to see in love. I think this is probably the best love card that you could find in the tarot because it's really like the perfect match for you in life. When you get the Two of Cups, you can see the two people coming together here. And it's really about soul bonds or unions between two people. Now, I'll have to take a look at the rest of the cards here, but definitely getting a lot of messages here around your money situation and potentially your work situation. So when you look at the Two of Cups and you apply it to those scenarios, what the Two of Cups says is that you could be moving into like a really nice business partnership with somebody, or you could be connecting with somebody on a project. When you get the Two of Cups and it's not in a love reading or a love situation. So we'll have to see how this unfolds. Of course, in any tarot reading, you have to take a look at all of the cards and put everything together to make the message, to make the understanding. So we do see the Three of Cups, which you like to see with the Two of Cups. It's possible here in the rest of this month that you could be going to some important social outing or social engagement as well. This could be like a business meeting or a work outing, like maybe you're having a company party or something like that. It's possible that you could meet somebody there. Although generally it's probably not the best idea to combine or mix work and love, but hey, people do it, and I'm not telling you not to do that. But you could also, if that's not connecting at all, by the way, this is a very specific message. Some of you either might be like the boss, or some of you, if you're in this love triangle thing, how do I say this? This love entanglement, this person could be your boss, or you could be the boss and this person is below you. You could be their superior, or they could be your superior because of this Emperor. That's a very specific message, but definitely something that I feel like wanted to say. You also, the Emperor is also your sign, the sign of Aries. So you can see the symbol here in the corner, kind of why I like this deck. So that could definitely be on the table for some of you. That's very specific. But anyway, there could be a really nice social outing at some point in this month. And I wouldn't be surprised to hear some of you have like company parties or maybe, or whatever it is. All right, let's go ahead and get into the reading here. So in the middle of the reading, you have the High Priestess. Now take a look here. This is an interesting interpretation of this card. They're kind of offering this gift here. And the way that I like to interpret this is the High Priestess gives you some sort of like mysterious gift that can come through dreams or synchronicities, right? So I always use the example, like maybe you're at Starbucks, you're at the coffee shop, and you're overhearing a conversation, and in that conversation, there's some sort of information for you. It's like a synchronicity. This is kind of the idea of the High Priestess. This is a card that really talks about intuition as well, and desirability. What the High Priestess connects to in a love situation is this is the person you want to get with, but nobody can get with. Like everybody wants to get with the High Priestess, but nobody can because they're extremely desirable. They can have whoever they want in love. And this is maybe something that is showing up here with you as you have this Emperor, Three of Cups, Two of Cups. There could be a situation here where you are interested in somebody or somebody's interested in you and it just can't work out or whatever. But I think probably what's going on here is you're getting some sort of like insight or gift here from like the universe through your dreams or through some other synchronicity in your life. Now, in the first column here, you have the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles showing up. Now, it's possible here at the beginning of the month, there was some sort of like painful realization in your life, some sort of like ending here. The Ten of Swords does represent endings, but the thing about the Ten of Swords is this represents the end of something that has been challenging or hurtful or harmful in your life. It says that the challenging times, while they are here, they will be a thing of the past because there are no more swords cards to go, right? It's the final leg, so to speak. And some of you here at the beginning of the month may have been like, okay, this is challenging, but I'm glad when this will be over, type deal. You also have this Ace of Pentacles, which does represent some sort of new beginning. So I think through some sort of painful situation here at the beginning of the month, you also realize that there is light at the end of the tunnel with this Ace of Pentacles. This represents some sort of like new seed that you're planting in your life. And I definitely think that this is probably connected to work. I also think that some of you, this new seed is, some of you are like realizing that I can only give so much to people, right? This Six of Pentacles, you can see that they're giving out pentacles, they're giving out money. And it's this idea that, you know, the generosity of others is out of your control, but you can control how generous you are. And I think some of you here are like, okay, I need to maybe stop giving. And this doesn't have to be monetarily, by the way. This can just be like your energy. You could have somebody who's like trauma dumping on you, or maybe you're the person at work that like everybody dumps on, everybody comes to you and drops all their, you know, their situation on you, and you're like, man, I can't energetically handle this right now. And some of you are like, okay, I'm gonna start something new here. I'm ending this like me being a giver in everything, and I'm gonna start putting myself first. I think that this could definitely be the case for some of you. Now, in the middle column, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Devil. So, looking here, I definitely think that as you see that something has ended here in this month, and you're starting this new seed, you also realize that you've built something really, really important and really, really long lasting here in your situation. Probably this has been going on in 2024, and now as we're here, we're full into 2025. I think some of you are like, okay, let me take a step back. I've got all of this stuff here. You can see this person here has planted all of these seeds for a long time, and I think some of you are looking at it and you're like, okay, I've done this, I've done that. I've done a lot of work on myself. I've done a lot of work with other people. I've been putting my situation first. I've been, you know, setting myself up for success. And I'm gonna go ahead and see how one of these seeds really blossoms. As you see this Ace of Pentacles seed energy and the Seven of Pentacles saying, you have more to grow. Like you have more things to go, and you have more things to grow in your life. And I think what's going on here is with the Seven of Pentacles, it can indicate a change in direction, or basically a decision that you have to make. So what I'm saying here is this person, remember we talked about how you've been planting seeds, you've been planting new seeds, all of this. This could be in love, this could be in work, this could be in personal development. All of these things I think are on the table for you. And I think some of you are going to make the decision to say, you're going to make the decision that I'm going to let these seeds grow a little bit longer, and I'm going to see how big they can grow, how big this tree can grow. And instead of taking something off the table, I think you're going to let something flourish in your life. I think you're going to see where it goes and see where it takes you. Sorry about that, Aries. I have some technical difficulties as I integrate back into reading here, getting my setup all correct. Sorry about that. So, right. So I think I firmly believe that this new seed is something connected to yourself. Okay. I think it's really, really connected to the self. And I think you're going to take a look at this and say, I'm going to see just how far I can go personally. I don't think you're taking anything off the table here. I think you're going to let things grow personally for you. And this could be, I'm getting a pretty strong like self-development thing. Maybe some of you are looking to improve your fitness. Maybe some of you are looking to improve your diet. And maybe some of you are looking to improve your relationship situation. Now, you have the devil here. This is sort of like this idea of like forbidden fruit, right? And you have this interesting scenario here where I'm getting a pretty strong message. I'm getting a pretty strong intuitive hit here around some sort of entanglement connected to love and work, as you have the devil, the emperor, three of cups, and the two of cups. Now, I can't tell you what to do. That is certainly your decision, and I'm not going to do that. But I feel like for some of you here, you're maybe thinking about, okay, do I go for this situation? This is somebody who I work with, or this is somebody who I'm in some ways entangled with. Maybe this is somebody connected to your living situation, your work situation here, and it's maybe even like like a um, like a love triangle going on here with the devil, the three of cups, emperor, and the two of cups. Maybe there's like a person that's interested in you, or you're interested in them, and they know your best friend, or they know a family member, something like that. I know it's very strange, but this is definitely coming into my intuition here as I'm reading this with all of these cards. And you'll just have to make the right decision on that. And yeah, I would really let your intuition guide you as you come to a decision around that situation, if that's resonating with you. If that's not resonating with you, as always, do not take that, right? Because I always get messages for so many different scenarios for each sign. So if that's not resonating, don't take it. But yeah, I think some of you are probably dealing with that here. Now, in the final column, you have the five of swords, the emperor, and the three of cups here. So I do feel like some of you have the five swords, 10 of swords. That can definitely be a challenging situation in a tarot reading. The five of swords can represent some sort of deception in your life, or some sort of like challenge similar to the seven of swords, but it can be like a defeat, and it can feel like somebody has taken something away from you in your life. Again, I think that this is probably, the rest of the month is going to be all about you, Aries, and you're probably saying to yourself, I'm done giving. I'm done giving more than I get. I'm done, giving someone more than they're giving me. Like, you may be putting yourself, you may be putting a lot into a situation or a relationship, whether this is career or this is love. And I think that you're letting your personal seed grow, like your personal development seed grow here in this month. And you're going to really run with that here for the rest of the month of January. The Emperor is like big boss energy. Again, some of you are either in a position of leadership, or you're entangled with somebody who's in a position of leadership here in this situation. You then have the Three of Cups, which does represent like, really, it's a good card of celebration. I do think that there is a, I was getting a really strong message around some sort of company outing or some sort of social event or engagement that will be pretty important here for the rest of January. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and see if we can clarify this some more and get some additional messages. Now, I do hope you're doing well, Aries. Hope things are going good for you. And let's just go ahead and let's pull a few of these oracle cards. All of the decks that I use are in the description of this video. I believe the links are working, but if you're curious, you can pick them up for yourself. Okay, we have Guardian Angel, you are not alone. You have Sun, enjoy success and happiness. And then you have Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. All right, so this card is something about letting what is done be done. Letting what happened just be a thing of the past and moving forward in your life. Whatever has challenged you or whatever has upset you here, that situation is now over. It's fully over here with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. That situation is a thing of the past, and you are looking to go in the direction of the sun here for the rest of this month here in January. And I do think some of you may really, really want to rely on your spiritual guidance here in January to see where that may take you. Again, I'm getting pretty strong messages around synchronicities that you will see in your life with this High Priestess card, the Guardian Angel card. And yeah, I would not be surprised to hear some of you getting some pretty insane synchronicities here in this month. And yeah, I think there's a situation here maybe that you were dealing with in in December, and now it's bleeding into January, and it's like, man, I'm just so glad that this is done with the Broken Arrow, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords. This could, for some of you, be really heavily connected to love situations. Yeah, wow. I mean, this could not be more clear. Listen to your intuition, right? We started off with this High Priestess card. This is like basically the same message here. Okay, this is very, very important for you. You then have romance and within the next few months. So you're definitely going to rebound. Now I use the word rebound, but you're definitely going to bounce back from whatever situation in your love life is challenging you here, Aries, for sure. And yeah, I think you should trust your gut as it connects to another person and another situation here, for sure. All right, let's go ahead. Maybe it may take yeah, it may take a few months for this situation to fully be behind you, but with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords, it feels like it's dead, done, and over with for sure. Let's go ahead and let's get some additional messages here for the rest of the tarot cards. Now, the Seven of Swords did sort of pop out as I was just shuffling here. So I don't love to see the Seven of Swords with the Five of Swords. That's definitely a combination of deception in the tarot, and it could mean that somebody just really didn't have your best interest at heart. Okay, this card wants to stay out. Okay, you have the Eight of Wands. Definitely some sort of communication from a distance. Maybe you're in like a long distance relationship, or there's something that you'll learn through social media that is giving some resolution to this situation. The other thing about the Eight of Wands is it does mean that things are moving forward, right? The past is the past for you here, Aries, and I think that for some of you here, by the end of the month, probably into February, you're going to be like, okay, that situation is finally over. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here. You have, once again, the Emperor, or sorry, King of Pentacles, my apologies, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, absolute heartbreak here for some of you with the Three of Swords. Now, this has already happened. I'm not predicting this to happen for the rest of January. I think that this has already happened. If you're in this love timeline here that I'm reading for, this is already like you're already well aware of what I'm saying. But to get the Six of Pentacles twice, because we had it here with the Three of Swords, it's like some of you have just been give, and it has really put a lot of strain on your emotional well-being, your energy, and you're like, I am absolutely done with this. And it could be connected to a Capricorn. I know the Emperor is the sign of Aries, but with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, I'm getting Capricorn, Aries energy here as well. Again, King of Pentacles is somebody who would be like a leader in the workplace as well. And so I do think that if you're in this love situation, there is a sort of entanglement here in your life, whether it's connected to your like home living situation or your social circle or your employment. There's some sort of entanglement here, but it's going to be over, and I think you will. Yeah, you got the Six of Swords. You will sail forward here. You will move past this. You have the Queen of Swords. Okay, that's an interesting one. And the Knight of Pentacles. So we have so many people here showing up in your reading, especially as we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups represents groups, again, social circles. With the Knight of Pentacles, this person is probably a heavily like earth energy, earth sign. This is somebody who's like either wealthy or well-to-do or in a position of authority. The Queen of Swords in this situation is you, okay? The Queen of Swords represents somebody who is literally cutting something away from their life in this situation. They're taking their sword and they're chopping something out, right? They're taking something off the table. They're taking something away. And I think that what you're taking off the table is your love situation. I think what you're leaving on the table, as I've talked about earlier, is your personal growth. And I think that this is very strong for you in this rest of the month here, for sure. And I think with the Six of Swords, that's definitely a nice sign for me to see in a reading like this as you move forward to better destinations in your, I think, personal growth, and you move ahead here for the rest of this month. You have the Tower. Yeah, it's like, man, something here with the Five of Swords and the Tower has just totally imploded. The Page of Swords, wow, Messenger, and the Two of Cups. All right, so look, I definitely try not to hold back in these readings, but with the Tower, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Cups twice, and the Three of Cups, this talks about maybe some sort of like cheating scenario or some sort of situation where, wow, somebody was just, you were just not expecting this. And especially after you've given so much to a person, or if this is not about love, to a situation, maybe like you were laid off or there was some sort of like firing that you were just, it was like unjust in some way with the Tower, Page of Swords, and the Two of Cups, and you're like, wow, I thought we had a good thing here. I thought this was a good partnership, a good union, whether either in work or love. And yeah, I think that this is coming to a resolution here in January, and you are definitely moving forward and moving past this. On the bottom, you have the Queen of Pentacles. King and Queen of Pentacles is a union of two people, and again, we have the Two of Cups twice. So definitely in this month, some relationship situation going on here, whether it's love relationships or business relationships here, coming to a closure. Aries, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this reading, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will most certainly be talking to you again soon.